Beloved South Africa, this is the last part of the ANC torture camps in exile. What the record proves, the ANC did not accidentally fail to implement accountability. It systematically prevented it. Thabo Mbeki attempted to suppress the Quattro report before it reached TRC. Former ANC, PAC, and APLA torturers denied abuse or refused to testify. Former detainees who came forward were threatened and some were killed. The International Committee of the Red Cross asked to probe approximately 50 disappearances. The ANC refused to access. The Federal Indemnity Act, passed shortly after the Commission findings, provided mutual protection for both apartheid and ANC torturers simultaneously. Both sides agreed to bury the truth together and present a counterfeit democracy where no evil leader is held accountable. Two former camp prisoners, Similo Potina and his wife, Nosisana, were necklaced on their return to South Africa in 1986 after being repatriated by the Red Cross. They survived the ANC torture prison system abroad and were burned alive by ANC evil supporters and flying monkeys at home. No international body or institution issued a statement. No one was investigated for their death. These are the people who were silenced by the so-called Democratic Liberation Movement or Liberators of South Africa. A senior Imbokodo figure known as L fled to Kenya in 1990 after refusing recruitment into drug smuggling operation run from inside the ANC-owned security department. So these things of drug cartels and crime cartels, it's the ANC thing. It's in their DNA. There's a video I made about how crime cartels operate and where I mentioned the 5 top crime cartels operating in South Africa. So this thing is not new. ANC has always been a criminal, rogue, terrorist organization. An MK commander named Tamizulu was poisoned with diazonin, a beer, days after release from ANC detention in Lusaka. Forensic evidence identified the poison across laboratories in Zambia, London, and South Africa. The ANC commission led by future Constitutional Court Justice Albie Sachs confirmed the poison and refused to meet the dead commander's father for 18 days. And he became the president of the republic. ANC did not transition from a liberation movement into democratic government. It hijacked and captured government institutions of South Africa and transplanted the operational culture of its exile security apparatus into the institutions of the state of South Africa. The terrorist leaders who ran the torture camps in exile received titles and wealth. The innocent victims who survived the camps received silence and shame. The international lobbying groups and influential families provided the narrative framework that made the entire delusional arrangement look like a democracy and freedom. Wake up, South Africa. Demand accountability. Demand freedom. Demand sovereignty. Demand regime change. Demand a referendum. Demand justice for both the dead, the living, and the future generations of this nation. We are deceived. There is no freedom under these criminals. There is no liberation. There is no democracy. ANC is guilty of high treason and they must be arrested, removed from our government, and executed. Thank you.